All in Sports Network. We love sports.
All right, sir. Who is your favorite Pacer who has stepped up this past week?
This past week or this past season?
This past week. It's been an adventurous time so far for the Pacers. And
you know what? I'll do you one better. I'll give you a season and week.
Okay.
Just real quick. Week,
right.
Pascal Siakam. He's been the guy. This season, I'll say Benedict Mathurin. I've liked how he stepped up, had some big scoring games, stuff like that before he went out. So I like it.
All right. Well, okay. Well, mine's entirely different. I'm looking at Quentin Jackson.
Isaiah Jackson.
No.
Oh,
I say.
Gotcha. I know who you're talking about. Okay. Yeah. I like it.
Quentin Jackson stepping up big in the stead of all those injuries. Well, I'm Kevin. This is my son, Liam. We're the Unstable Blues. Happy to present All Indiana Sports as part of the All In Sports and Rogue Media Sports Networks.
Welcome back in. The injury-laden season continues for the Pacers, and their homestand week only produced one win, while two escaped them late. What are the hopes, or lack thereof, around the organization? Let's discuss as we go all in.
Yes, you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at All Indiana Sports and on Twitter at All Indy Sports. And don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts. All right?
Yes.
So here we go. Let's go through these games. All of them at home this week.
Mm-hmm.
This past week.
The Hawks.
They go on a West Coast road trip this next week.
The Hawks. Here are like the bigger stat lines for the players. Siakam, 18. Neesmith, 12. Quentin Jackson, your guy, 15. Jarris Walker, 17. Mac, 12, who got waived today, got cut. Isaiah Jackson almost had a double-double, 9 points, 11 rebounds. He has been a very – you sent me something today about the comparison here. I'll pull it up.
Okay.
Comparison between Miles Turner and Isaiah Jackson, okay?
Yeah.
It said who's who, 21 points, 10 rebounds, $7 million, 9 points, 7 rebounds, $28 million, and has still never won a tip-off in Indiana. And it says, I'll take my chances with upside over soft side. Isaiah Jackson has been performing really well.
Yep.
So, and my friend Kel, he is a Bucks fan. So I was sitting right next to him at the time. I showed him. He's like, And then he pointed out the one good play Turner has had all season where he blocked Neesmith.
Sure, you can have a play. That's fine. But I mean, Isaiah Jackson he had more rebounds than he had points, just 1 point away. Speaking of rebounds, open goal rebounder and goal setup can help you not have to chase down those balls in your backyard. Click the link in the description for more on that. Again, though, in the Hawks game, it was the third quarter. Same thing I said last week is the problem. Now, it got different. It was different as the week went along. So it seems like they maybe fixed some of the third quarter problem, but they had some problems in some other quarters. You're on Miles Turner. So before we go any further, you know what? We'll hold on to that. Because in a little bit, we'll revisit the Miles Turner because I wanted to ask you about that. Warriors game. Yeah. They got to win. The first win of the season against the Warriors, of all people.
Yep. Buddy Hield only had 3 points in his return to Indiana.
Lee Smith
had 31. Pascal had 27. And Quentin had a double-double, 25 points, 10 assists. His first ever career double-double, and Isaiah Jackson had another solid outing, 10 points.
Yes, absolutely. And just as a way of reminder, if you want to pick Quentin Jackson, my guy, if you want to pick Pascal Siakam because maybe he's a little bit more reliable, you can go to Underdog Fantasy Sports. Maybe you want to stack them together. Maybe Quentin Jackson going to get another double-double down the road. You can put those things together. You can win some. You can win more. Here's something from Underdog Fantasy Sports, our lovely sponsor. Football's back, and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code COLTS to score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code COLTS. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks. Win money. Must be 18 and up, 19 and up in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 and up, and in Colorado for some games, 21 and up in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and must be present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369. All right, so the Pacers got a win under the belt. So everything's looking good, looking up, right?
Yep, 1-5 at this time.
Yep.
And then the Bucks game. Lost a heartbreaker by 2 to the Bucks game to the Bucks. Giannis hit a fadeaway. Pretty good shot by him, to be fair. So they got it where they wanted it. They got the switch off as well. Neesmith was on it whenever that happened. So there's not much that you can do at that point. Giannis had 33, looking like an early favorite for MVP, but still not getting any help from Miles at all.
Yes, and here we go. We're going to talk about it now. Miles Turner comes back to the Indiana Pacers, back to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And what's the response?
Like what he did in the game, or
no. What was the
with?
Crowds? Okay, because to be fair, Peyton Manning comes back with the Broncos, and he's cheered. Like there's a little like kind of memoriam of his days, with the Colts during a break, and like he's cheered, right? There are past players that come back and they get recognized for their achievements. 10 years, this one player spent with the organization through all the dark times of the Pacers. And the crowd, what do?
Boo.
Boo. Do you think that's fair or not?
Yeah, I think it's fair.
Why? Explain.
2 things.
I don't disagree. I just wanted to hear
2 things. Didn't step up in big games or big moments.
Yep. And still hasn't.
Yep, and still hasn't. Next thing, there's a lot of chit-chat about him and the Pacers in the offseason.
Yep.
That's what you gotta take it. You gotta, whatever you dish out, you gotta take it back.
If you're gonna say the grass is always greener, then you gotta expect to be on the other team all the way when you come back.
Mm-hmm.
And even his response to the boos were, I don't understand. I gave everything I had to this organization for 10 years. And I saw one person say, well, what about the fans who had to stick out those 10 years? Like, what do we get? Nothing. So you know what you get? Nothing. You get booed. Exactly. And I totally agree with it. Once you play for another team, all bets are off. Loyalty to team first. That was the expectation on the Pacers when he was here, and it's still the expectation the way this team operates now. So, sorry, you're on the other side. All comes down to, making sure you train well. Speaking of which, Farm Hounds can help you train your puppies with healthy treats. That's what we love at Country Mountain Dogs. Click the link in the description for more. It was really the slow start that hurt at the end, but it was because it was just too much to overcome in the fourth quarter. They tried, but just too much. And then, of course, the play. All right. Run us through some of those stats there.
Siakam, 32 points. Isaiah Jackson, big night, 21 points. Walker had 18, and Neesmith had 17. But here's the big thing. Here's Pacers basketball. 11 different Pacers scored that night.
That's pretty incredible. And the Bucks weren't far off. They had 10. But I look at those and I go, Neesmith needs a little bit more, especially with Toppin out and now Furphy as well. Neesmith they need a little bit more, and Nemhard out, right? All these players, you need your players, your core players to step up. Neesmith is one of those guys. Just got to step up. Yep. All right. Then the Nets game.
Yep. Nets, they couldn't close the deal after entering the fourth quarter. At the end of the third quarter, it was pretty decent. Nets, Pacers had a good third quarter.
Yep.
They were up on the Nets at the end of it. But in the fourth quarter, they couldn't do anything. Even with a win, Nets eventually put them to sleep. Speaking of sleep, you can use Joi Baby sleep sacks to put your little one to bed at night. Click the link in the description for some more information. Stats: Pascal 23, Shep 18, Huff had 16, Neesmith had 15. Once again, Neesmith needing to step up. Two other guys stepping up kind of in place of, the main Jackson and Walker that are the higher scorers. Huff had a good night. Great to see that from him because I really like the way that Huff plays basketball.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of his career nights. I don't know if he's ever scored this many points.
Yep.
I think he may have in the one game against the Wolves last year where everyone was injured and all that stuff, where Toppin had a really big game and ended up winning it for them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think Shep had a pretty big night that night as well. But still, regardless, people stepping up. Siakam, last year, he just needed to score 20 to 25 points. This year, he needs to score closer to 30 for them to have a chance. So Siakam's not doing enough. He needs to just play a little bit more of hero ball. Like this season is going to be a lot of, if you're scoring, you're hitting, play hero ball.
Yeah.
Give them the ball.
I do look at these stat lines and I do love the variety. Obviously, Siakam is a staple in the top scoring column. Like he should, as it should be. He's the star.
He's one of the best scorers in the league. Like he gets to his spot and it doesn't matter what you're doing, he's gonna make the shot.
Right. So, but other than that, you got, you look through these games, you got Shep, you got Huff, you got both of the Jackson guys, you got Jarris at a time. So the potential is there. It's just the reliability and the consistency needs to be there night in and night out for at least probably 5 of these guys to be up near that 20 mark and Pascal to be up or near the 30 mark.
Yep. Yeah.
It needs to be that kind of reliability and consistency. And what that tells me is that the pace of a typical Pacers team from last year is not quite there. The numbers are not quite there as far as the overall scoring, which means the running isn't quite as there. And to be expected, you have to have that chemistry. And with so many people out, it's hard to do that.
Yeah. And real quick, some housekeeping stuff. Toppin will be out until about February-ish.
Yep.
After some surgery.
On his
Furphy.
foot. Yep.
Furphy has been in and out. Half the G League team pretty much is the Pacers right now.
Right.
Which is great for developing and stuff like that for the future.
It absolutely is.
Today, Mac McClung got cut from the team, and they brought in Monte Morris, I believe, is who they brought in. Don't know much about Monte. I guess we'll learn here soon. Yep. But those are kind of some housekeeping things that just happened over the week.
Exactly. So now 1-7, roughly about a little less than 10% of the season in. What you're thinking on the spectrum? I'm going to give you a spectrum of go for it, go all out for it, to tank the season. 8 games in, I know it's not a ton, I get it, but you're 1-7, and so if this continues, you're going to reach a point sometime soon where you really have to kind of evaluate the situation realistically. Where are you in the spectrum of go for it to tank the season right now?
Okay.
Let's give it a 1 to 5. 1 is tank and 5 is go all the way.
As of this moment, I don't have an answer. They've played 8 games.
Okay.
Give them 12 more games. At
Okay.
the 20 game mark, look and see. So here's the thing about the NBA playoffs. You can make the playoffs
Yep.
being under 500.
You
In
can.
the NFL, that's not a thing. You have to
Not
be pretty
necessarily.
much because
Not unless you're in the NFC South.
yes. So you can be below 500, but only by like 4 or 5 games.
Right.
If you are at the 20 game mark and you are below 500 by 4 or more games, start tanking.
Okay.
If you're under by 3,
Keep going.
you're good. Keep going.
Okay.
Because that is you're on pace
Right.
to make the playoffs,
so to speak. Yep. No pun intended. So, yeah, I agree. I think that it's just a little too early at this point, and you're playing with a lot of injuries, a lot of fresh faces, and things like that. And you also have to remember, I don't know if the start of the season was this bad last year, but the start was not great last year either.
Yeah.
It's not about how you start. It's about how you finish, especially in an 82 game season. So it's not time to panic. It's just time to, buckle down, put in the work day in and day out, and get those key people their touches to score the points that are needed. And like I said, work on that pace. Yep. I mean, they're not called the Pacers for nothing, right?
right.
Well, that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow as we close out the week with the Colts trying to Jesse Owens the Falcons in Olympic Stadium in Berlin. And you can go back and check out our Unstable Pick 6 NFL predictions from yesterday and a special edition of the Pete Sousa Show where you can see their version of our Pick 6 tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, this is Liam.
And this is Kevin.
Reminding you to stay all Indiana.
All in Sports Network. We love sports.